beautiful sunshiny skies here in Wentworth, North Carolina, as we bring you the home opener of the softball season for your Rockingham County Cougars taking on Bethany Community. Hello, Joe Dexter here on your RoCo Radio pregame show. It's the 3-1 Wolves taking on the 1-1 Rockingham County Cougars. Glad to have you along as we bring you softball action from the diamond. And it don't get better than this. Beautiful field, beautiful skies, and sunshine all around as we get you ready for first pitch between the 3-1 Wolves and the 1-1 Cougars. For this Cougars program, 44-5 over the last 5 seasons. Last year, a state championship in the 3A, 28-1, 17-1 here at home. Last season went on a winning streak of 27 consecutive. Following their second game loss to McMichael, head coach Candace Lingle is 67-14 in her fourth season. As the squad losing 7 starters, we'll talk to Coach Lingo about that coming up here in just a bit. But inside the circle and returning is the reigning Max Preps Player of the Year, Ava Grace Pruitt. Last year, 7 perfect games, 8 no-hitters, 28-0, a .7 ERA, 28 appearances, 25 complete games, 19 shutouts, 141 innings pitched, 47 hits, 287 strikeouts. And for Bethany, looking to go on a strong playoff run at 3-1 overall in the season. 2 wins over Moorhead in this early season, led by head coach David Murphy, and inside the circle by Peyton Weevil. Let's talk to Coach Murphy to get you more familiar with the Bethany Community Wolves. It's your RoCo Radio pregame show. We're joined with David Murphy of the Bethany Community Wolves softball program. Coach, you got a good team out there, 3-1. Tell us about BCS, the softball program, and the start of the season.
Well, it's been very fortunate that former coach Tracy Dick left us with a lot of good players, a lot of young players that have developed into strong players now. We have 3 kids that have committed already, 2 juniors, 1 senior. We've just been very fortunate to work out and to get things started. The girls are really motivated and enjoy playing top quality competition.
That's what Rockingham County has in softball, doesn't it, and across the Guilford area?
Absolutely, and I tell my girls all the time, to be the best, you got to compete to get the best. And we're looking to make a run in the state playoffs, so we want to challenge some of the teams around here that are strong, that will make us better as we progress to the playoffs.
Well, Coach, in order to challenge, you got to have somebody tough inside the circle, and you do Peyton Weevil and what she's done over the last few seasons. Talk about Peyton and what she means to your team.
Yeah, Peyton is a big part of our program. She is the heart of the program. She's been on the mound for us 3 times, a couple times in a starting role. Even in relief, she's come in and has really done a tremendous job. She has a wide variety of pitches. She's tested there. She's a veteran. She loves to pitch, and she's just a spark for her teammates all the way around.
It's a big difference when they love to pitch, isn't it, when they get in there and they're just ready to go?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to have a different mindset to be a pitcher because, you throw pitches up there and you think it's a beautiful pitch and the umpire calls it a ball. It can be very frustrating, but she handles that really well, and she has shown tremendous leadership for us.
Coach, tell us who's leading you offensively.
Well, this year we have Peyton has done it with the bat as well as pitching. She's hit 2 home runs for us and is batting over 500. We have Maddie Southard, who is playing shortstop tonight. She's batting over 500 as a spark for us. We are missing one of our seniors tonight, is on the trip, is not able to be with us, but our other seniors have stepped up. Ashlyn Tucker has filled a role. We have a junior behind the plate, a little spark plug, I call her. Olivia Baker has done a tremendous job. She's been so far, as of last week, she had put out 23 of 25 opportunities and had 2 assists, so she's been perfect in the field. So we've just been kind of blessed all the way around with having players that really love to play and have enjoyed being out here.
For you as a coach, how important is it to have tough non-conference games? I know it's very important to set up your conference schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to play good competition if you expect to get into the playoffs, because when you get there, everybody is the top in their league. So you're not playing any of the teams that you can struggle against. You've got to be on point every night. And playing teams like Rockingham and also play McMichael, those teams really help us see where we're at in comparison to our teams in the playoffs.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck throughout the rest of the season. We look forward to following you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's head coach David Murphy of BCS. His 2 leaders on the field today, Maddie Southard, the Ferrum commit, the junior at shortstop. And inside the circle, the Averett commit, Peyton Weevil. For Rockingham County, 1-1 on the season. After a 28-1 run last year, we caught up with head coach Candace Langle in our pregame show to get you ready for the Rockingham County softball season. It's your RoCo Radio pregame show. We're joined with Coach Langle as we get you ready for the home opener, Bethany and Rockingham County. Coach, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you back and glad to have softball back here at home, your first matchup of the season at home. First of all, give us a roundout of what you've seen so far this season.
Yeah, we've only had really 2 practices together since basketball ended, and we've played 2 games. And so far, we're just trying to get back in the groove and figure out where people mesh well together. We lost 7 seniors last year that all played. So right now we're just trying to find what works and what gels together and what doesn't. And so we're just working through those growing pains.
And it doesn't hurt those games that you played were back-to-back and you keep getting ready. But I guess it does help, too, because that's just the softball season in a nutshell.
Yeah, right. I mean, we couldn't do anything about the scheduling, and, you just have to deal with it and work through it and, learn from it and grow through it. And that's what, that's been the message to the girls is, we take what we do every game and we learn something from it and we grow from there. And so that's the goal this year.
I know it's not typical to look back, but last year, the 28-win season, the state championship, you see it out in center field now on the scoreboard. What does that mean to the program moving forward as we head into this season?
Yeah, it means a lot. I think it also means a lot of pressure on the girls that come in. We had a big freshman class come in, and I think that's just a lot of pressure to put on them at 13, 14 years old to expect what the group of seniors did last year. But, they're trying to rise to that occasion, and, they're giving everything they got. And, they're young, and they haven't played high school ball before, so it's a whole different world than middle school, whole different world than travel ball. And so, I think the pressure is on them, the pressure's on us, but at the end of the day, our message is just to do the best we can and give everything we got, and hopefully that will take us far. Of course, we always want a two-peat. That's always the goal, right? Like when you coach any type of high school sport, the goal is a state championship, and so that's still the goal. We just are taking it day by day and game by game.
Speaking of pressure, the world's always on her shoulders when she's inside the circle, Ava Grace Pruitt, but she always answers that. What's she mean to this program, senior season, and for you personally?
Yeah, Ava Grace is been the face of this program for the past few years, and, especially for me, Ava Grace and I have a good relationship. She was the class that I fully started as a head coach with, and so I've got to see her grow through her freshman year, her sophomore year, the state championship, and now this. So, the evolution of her as a person, the character that she's developed over the time, it's been great. Her arc has been great to watch, and if you haven't been here since freshman year, then you've really missed watching her really develop into the player she is. That confidence hasn't always been there, but she's definitely rose to every occasion we've put her to and continues to just break down barriers and break records and set the standard higher and higher for any pitcher to come.
If you look at the stats, you can tell that. If you watch, you can tell that. But what some of us fans might not have seen, what's the growth personally that you've seen? Just give us some examples from her from freshman to senior year.
Yeah, I'd say her confidence in the circle. She came in as a freshman throwing great. As a freshman, she looked really good, and so she didn't believe that. She didn't believe in herself as much as she does now, and, she's produced the wins to kind of give her that confidence, but as a freshman, she was kind of just shy, timid, didn't think she was that good, and now she owns the circle, and, she commands the team, and, she really has stepped into that leader role this year that we lost last year when we lost all our seniors.
Losing those 7 players that you mentioned earlier in this interview, who do you look to offensively and defensively in the field to step up at this point? And maybe if it's not somebody specifically, what are you looking from the team to step up wise?
Yeah, last year Lainey Rebb, who's a senior this year, was injured all year. And, her sophomore year, she was a big heavy hitter for us. And so already 2 games back, and she's gotten a few hits, put the ball in play, hits it hard. And so I'm looking to her to, continue to be a power hitter for us. Ava Grace is just as good at the plate as she is in the circle. So continuing to look to her for that senior leadership. It's still early in the season, but, I have some freshmen that I think can step up defensively and offensively, and I'm hoping that they'll, rise to the occasion and kind of make a name for themselves too, to kind of say, I know last year's team was good, but we're here, and, we're here to make a statement as well.
It's not just you helping out. Coach Moore does a great job with this program. Tell us what he means to the program and the rest of your coaching staff.
Yeah, he's great. He does the field for us, calls the pitches for us. So it's a nice dynamic to have a female-male coaching team, sometimes one of us is the softie and sometimes one of us isn't. And so it's nice to have both instead of, 2 females or 2 males. I think it helps the girls with the dynamics as well. So, yeah, it's been good.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck throughout the season, and we look forward to bringing these folks all the action.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
That's head coach Candace Langle in her 4th season, a 67-14 record. It's Rockingham County and BCS, the home opener for your Rockingham County Cougars here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Coming up, we'll take a look around the horn. We'll give you your starting batting order as well as we get ready for the top half of the 1st inning. Your pitching matchup, we look inside the circle. For Rockingham County, it'll be AGP, Ava Grace Pruitt, the county record holder in strikeouts, 743 in her career, surpassing Evie Scott late at the end of last season. A strong year last year inside the circle, a .7 ERA, 28 appearances, 25 complete games, 19 shutouts. The UNC commit went 141 innings, 47 hits, 287 strikeouts during her junior campaign, just 4 extra base hits given up as hitters hit just 100 last season. And for Bethany Community School inside the circle, it's the Averett commit, Peyton Weevil, who's been strong inside the circle this season. A 2.62 ERA in 4 appearances, 16 innings pitched, 16 hits, 6 earned runs, 22 strikeouts, and just 6 walks. Hitters hitting just .239 against her. She'll lead things offensively, too, for the Wolves, hitting .583, 7 for 12 at the plate. As both managers, manager David Murphy here on the left side, and on the right side, manager Candace Langle, meet and exchange lineups and meet with our home plate and infield umpires. We get you ready for first pitch. We'll take you down to the field in just a bit. For these Cougars, coming off a Game 1 win, 11-0 at Northern Guilford, where AGP struck out 14 in the opener, 0 hits given up, 11 hits for the Rockingham County offense. Emma Rumley and Cam Weiner collected 2 hits apiece for 3 RBIs as well for each hitter. In Game 2, a 5-0 loss to Walkertown. AGP and Laney Reb were the only hits in the game for Rockingham County. 6 innings pitched for Ava Grace Pruitt, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 14 strikeouts, 4 walks. 4 errors for the defense of Rockingham County. They'll look to shore that up here in this non-conference matchup. It's 3-1 Bethany Community School against 1-1 Rockingham County. For Bethany, a 7-0 loss to McMichael to open up the season, but bouncing back strong with back-to-back wins, a 6-5 win over Moorhead and an 18-1 win over Bartlett Yancey, and a 10-3 win last time out against Moorhead. Joe Dexter here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Coming up on Friday, we'll bring you more sports coverage. We'll be at Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum. We'll bring you the state championship game in the 4A between Reedsville and Salisbury. Your pregame show gets underway at 7 o'clock. The whole team is in Winston-Salem, and I'm flipping the bill. Hatley, Ramey, Dexter will bring you the call from Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum. If you're heading there, I would encourage you to get there early if you can, because Walkertown is competing in the 3A championship before Reedsville.
Good evening and welcome to.
We bring you down to the field for our introductions.
Home of the defending NCHSA state champions. For tonight's matchup between the Wolves from Bethany Community School and your Rockingham County Lady Cougars. First, let's meet the reserve players for the Wolves. Number 5, Taylor Feek. Number 9, Abby Brumfield. Number 8, Emma K. Smith. Number 14, Kaylee Gainey. Now the starting lineup for the Wolves. Batting first, the catcher, number 19, Olivia Baker. Batting second, number 1, the shortstop, Maddie Southard. Batting third and pitching, number 10, Peyton Weevil. Batting fourth, number 12, third baseman, Shelby Jump. Batting fifth, number 2, left fielder, Ashlyn Tucker. Number 6, 00, Ava Smith, playing second. Batting seventh, number 30, playing right field, Ava Vernon. Batting 8, number 7, first base, Cadence Parsons. Batting 9, number 23, center fielder, Becca Price. And now, the reserves for your Lady Cougars. Number 13, Rylan Moore. Number 12, Abby Lipscomb. Number 18, Abel Lovelace. Number 27, Allie Humble. And now the starting lineup for your Lady Cougars. Batting first, playing center field, number 10, Chloe Sue Ferguson. Batting second baseman, number 11, Cameron Wyatt. Batting third, the pitcher, number 5, Ava Grace Pruitt. Batting fourth, number 19, first base, Lainey Red. Batting fifth, third base, number 15, Ella Brannick. Batting sixth, number 3, shortstop, Bella Jones. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 9, Winter Dixon. Batting eighth, DH, number 21, Emma Rumbley. Batting ninth, number 16, playing left field, Macy Hunley. And right fielder, number 4, Lillian Rakestraw. Please stand and remove headwear as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So here we go. We're ready for softball action. Inside the circle is AGP. Ava Grace Pruitt on the season, 1-1 in 2 starts. A .636 ERA, 11 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 28 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Hitters hitting just .051, a 69% first pitch strike percentage. Let's take a look around the horn for your Rockingham County Cougars here in the top half of the first inning. Ella Brannick is at third. Bella Jones is at short. Cam Wynant is at second. Lainey Reb is at first base. Behind the dish is Winter Dixon for her pitcher, Ava Grace Pruitt. In the outfield from left to right, Macy Hunley is in left. Chloe Ferguson is in center. Lillian Rakestraw is in right. Your starting batting order for Bethany Community School. Chloe Ferguson leads things off. Olivia Baker leads things off at catcher. Hitting second is the Ferrum commit, Maddie Southard. The shortstop, Peyton Weevil, will hit third, the pitcher. Hitting fourth is Shelby Jump, the third baseman. Hitting fifth is Ashlyn Tucker in left field. Ava Smith at second will hit sixth. Hitting seventh is Ava Vernon in right field. Hitting eighth is Cadence Parsons at first base. And Becca Price rounds out the starting lineup in center field. So it'll be Baker, Southard, and Weevil to face Ava Grace Pruitt, who's ready inside the circle. The Cougars in their black uniforms, white pinstripes, Cougars in white inscribed across the chest, white numbering and lettering. As the first pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. From the right side is Baker, the leadoff hitter. The spark plug, Coach David Murphy says, for his offense. Here's the 1-0 down the plate, outside corner for a strike. 1-1. AGP looks to the wristband. Middle of the rubber, inside the circle. The 1-1 cuts inside, just misses. 2-1. Heavy winds here as we start. Game time temperature 87 degrees. First pitch at 6:04. The home opener for your Cougars, the 2-1. Spins off the corner inside. For a strike, 2-2. Baker onto the box from the right side. Readjust. Just underway. Nothing score here in the first. AGP rests the glove just above the knee. Goes inside with the cutter for strike 3. One down. It brings up Maddie Southard, the Ferrum commit, at shortstop today for Bethany Community School. The Wolves in their royal blue uniforms with white pinstripes on the jerseys, white pants, blue socks. Southern will also stand from the right side. First pitch, bunt attempt is pulled back inside for a strike. That's just unfair. Starts at the corner, cuts in near the knees to the righty. She tried to pull the bunt away, but a strike called either way. 0-1. AGP launches, fires, and spins it outside for a strike. The command is here today, 0-2. Defense straight away, nobody on, 1 out. Just underway, top half of the first inning. Right down the plate for a strike. Connor looking, strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Ava Grace Pruitt. And it brings up the number 3 hitter, Peyton Weevil. The pitcher hitting .583, 7 for 12 on the season, 9 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 3 walks. AGP spins, fires low and inside, bounces back to the backstop. 1-0. Wind blowing in and blowing out all over the place, swirling here in Wentworth. The catcher Dixon sets up outside. That one goes down the plate and fouled out of play. Weevil heading to Averett after her senior season. A staple inside the circle here in Rockingham County over the last 3 seasons. Rests the bat on the shoulders, now sets the elbow. Here's the pitch inside. Fastball hit to the fence at left field. Under it to make the play for the out is Hunley for out number 3. No runs on no hits, no errors. Nobody reaches base. 2 strikeouts for Ava Grace Pruitt in the top half of the first. The offense comes to the plate for Rockingham County here in the bottom half. Nothing score on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Welcome into the season opener. The Rockingham County Cougars, their home opener. At the home of the defending 3A state champions, moving up to 5A this year, 28-1 last year. Their first home game of the season against 3-1 Bethany. Let's take a look at the defense around the horn for the Wolves. We'll start at third base. Shelby Jump gets to start at the hot corner. Maddie Southern is at short. Ava Smith is at second base, and Cadence Parsons is at first. Olivia Baker is your catcher for the Wolves. In the outfield from left to right, it's Ashlyn Tucker, Becca Price, and Ava Vernon. Peyton Weevil inside the circle for the Wolves. Your starting batting order for the Rockingham County Cougars. Chloe Ferguson leads things off in center. Hitting second is the second baseman Cam Wynett. Hitting third is Ava Grace Pruitt. Hitting fourth is Laney Rabb at first base. Third baseman Ella Brannick hits fifth. Hitting 6th is Bella Jones at shortstop. Winter Dixon hits 7th at catcher. Hitting 8th is the DH, Emma Rumley. Hitting 9th is Macy Hunley for Rockingham County. And Chloe Ferguson will lead things off for the Cougars here in the bottom half of the first inning. Ferg 1 for 5 on the season to start it. Things got started. Ava Grace Pruitt with back-to-back strikeouts in the first, a pop fly to left field on the play by Macy Hunley. 3 up, 3 down for Bethany offensively. Now the Cougars will look to get their offense going. First pitch is inside and low from Weevil. 1-0. Talked about it with Coach Lango in the pregame show, replacing 7 starters from last year. A young squad looking to mold themselves as the season continues to build. The Wolves also looking to make a playoff run in the 1A. Weevil rocks and fires. The righty from inside the circle gets the foul tip back. Wind blowing in to start the bottom half of the first inning as dust swirls at home plate. Weevil rocks and fires, though, the 1-1. Just getting a piece of it is Ferguson. It rolls back to the backstop. 1-2. Nobody out. Just underway here in the bottom half of the first inning. A 1-2-3 half inning for AGP inside the circle in the top half of the first, and a 0-0 score. Weevil rocks, fires right down the plate. Slow roller, foul. Down the third base side. So Ferguson protects the plate, takes some practice hacks. As she gets ready for the 1-2 count from the right side. Weevil to the wristband. Places the softball in the glove, now winds, and it bounces back to the backstop behind the catcher Baker to even the count, 2-2. Smith plays deep to the cut of the grass near first base at second. The rest of the defense straight away for the Wolves. Against the righty. Low. Past the bat of Ferguson for a strikeout. Brings up Cam Wynett, the second baseman.
11, Cameron Wynett.
One of the returning starters from last season, hit .286 with 12 hits and a home run. That came in the playoffs against Piedmont last year. From the right side, nobody on, 1 out. Twirls just above the shoe tops for a ball inside to the righty. Wynett, 1-1. Into the top of the box on the right side for Wynett as Weevil looks to the wristband. Smith will still play close to first at second base as that one floats inside just at the knees for a strike. Now make it 1-1. Weevil grabs some dirt from behind the mound. From the back of the circle, now heads to the third base side of the rubber. The 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. Hitters count for Wynett. Wynett so far this year hitting .286, 2 for 7 with that big 3 RBI day in the home or the season opener against Northern Guilford. Here's a 2-1 offering, check swing in the dirt. She went, says the home plate umpire. So even count, 2-2. Weevil exhales inside the circle. Now places the softball in the glove and fires away outside for strike 3. Got her to chase. Good pitch on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts for Weevil to start things off here in the first.
Number 5, Ava Grace Pruitt.
That brings up Ava Grace Pruitt, the number 3 hitter in the order for the Cougars from the right side. Rests the bat on the shoulders. Now in cages. But Weevil will step off and reset. First pitch of the at-bat is low and in the dirt. Inside, 1-0. Looks like Weevil might be having some trouble getting grip on the softball. She goes back to grab some dirt behind the mound and resets. Lead foot on the third base side of the rubber and offers down the plate. Slow chopper to a roller at second base. And the flip is good from Smith to Parsons. 1, 2, 3 in the bottom half of the first inning. No runs on no hits, no errors. Nobody reaches base. We head to the second inning. 0-0 here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Some score updates on the baseball diamond. In Western Alamance, it's the Warriors leading McMichael 1-0. That game in the bottom half of the first inning. And the Panthers on the road against Williams trying to get a game back. Lost one at home last time out to Williams. They lead it in the first 3-0. Here in Wentworth, it's the home opener for the Rockingham County Cougars as AGP returns inside the circle for a second inning of work. 2 strikeouts in the first and a pop fly to left field. 30 strikeouts now on the year for Ava Grace Pruitt in 12 innings pitched. Due up for Bethany Community Schools, it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Shelby Jump, Ashlyn Tucker, and Ava Smith. Jump will lead things up for the right side here in the second. Glad to have you along here on RoCo Radio, RoCoRadio.com, as we bring you softball from the county seat. Jump digs that back foot right on the chalk line on the right side. First pitch, cut inside. Beautiful from AGP at the knees. 0-1. Brannick plays even with the bag at third base. Defense straight away. Deep at the cut of the grass at second is Wynant as that one cut her inside again for a strike. Just about the same spot, 0-2. Right back to work is Ava Grace Pruitt. Goes outside corner. Caught her. Strike 3. 3 strikeouts now, 4 batters faced for Ava Grace Pruitt. 1 down. Here in the top half of the second inning, it brings up Ashlyn Tucker in left. First pitch is a strike. We'll say that throughout the year, probably about 70% of the time when AGP's inside the circle, if not higher. Slider cuts inside just off the plate. Good location, just above the knees. Even count, 1-1. Here's a 1-1 offering. Outside. Cut away. What a pitch. 1-2. Cut away at the plate. Cut away with the softball through the air on the outside corner. 1-2. AGP rocks and fires right down the plate. Strike 3. Got her looking like a house on the side of the road. Back-to-back strikeouts in the 4th of the game for AGP. And I'll bring up the first lefty in the lineup for BCS, Ava Smith at second base. First pitch of the at-bat goes outside away from the lefty. That slide piece, you just hope and pray. 0-1. Crouch stance for Ava Smith. Go back to the same spot, just lower. This time, Smith will hold off. Even count, 1-1. 2 down here in the top half of the second inning. 5 batters face, 4 strikeouts for Ava Grace Pruitt. The 1-1 catches the corner with the fastball. 1-2. Ava Smith out of the box, now back in, middle of the box on the left side. Jones creeps in at shortstop. No need, though, as that riser just goes above the bat for strike number 3. And back-to-back-to-back strikeouts in the top of the second. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody reaches. 5 strikeouts now in 6 at-bats faced for Ava Grace Pruitt as we head to the bottom half of the second inning here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. 0-0 your score. Well, the basketball season comes to a close on Friday night. We'll bring you that coverage of the 4A State Championship, Reedsville and Salisbury. Start with your pregame show at 7 o'clock from Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And then it's straight baseball and softball. To find out where we'll be next week, make sure you head on over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. Hit the follow button to find out our schedule throughout the week. I know we got a big week. Planning to cover McMichael's softball as they take on Walkertown in a key series, back-to-back Monday and Tuesday. Monday will be on the road at Walkertown, Tuesday at McMichael. And then Rockingham and Reedsville will meet on the baseball diamond in rivalry conference action. So here in the bottom half of the second inning, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 to up for the Cougars. Laney Rebb, Ella Brannick, and Bella Jones as Peyton Weevil returns inside the circle. Got 2 strikeouts and a ground out in her first inning of work. The Averett commit. First pitch to Rebb is low and in the dirt. Scoop by Baker. Inside to the righty. 1-0. 0-0 score. Bottom half of the second inning. Weevil rocks and fires a missile inside the fastball. Just above the knees for a strike. 1-1. Weevil likes to take her time inside this circle. She isn't going to work as quickly as Ava Grace Pruitt on the opposite side. Deliberate with her offering, though, and that's how it's got to work. That's why she's heading to Averett, and that's why that pitch low. Rebb goes in after it as it drops just a bit. 1-2. On the third base side, the delivery, the wind, inside bouncer in front of the plate to Rebb. Rebb missing all of last year for the Cougars, but off to a strong start, hitting .400 with a double. Here's the 2-2 outside. Slow roller past the pitcher's glove. Weevil scooped up by the shortstop. The throw up the fire by Southern. Hits off the glove of the first baseman, Parsons. And Rebb will be safe at first base. An infield single for Laney Rebb. Hustling down the line. And the first hit of the game on both sides brings up Ella Brannick, the number 5 hitter for your Cougars from the right side. Elbow out. Straight up stance and takes a strike against Weevil. Weevil's first inning of work, 2 strikeouts, back-to-back swinging, and a ground out to second base to start things off. Rebb with an infield single at first base. Here in the second. Bottom half the second, 0-0 score as Brannick takes that one low. Even count, 1-1. Tell you what, Maddie Southern, though the play wasn't made, she has a cannon at shortstop. Here's the 1-1. Just below the waist for a strikeout side. Good location from Peyton Weevil. 1-2. Weevil will settle back in on the rubber, third base side with the lead foot. Push off the delivery right through the middle. It's a single for Ella Brannick. It gets past the center fielder, Price. At third is Rebb. Show around third, heading in to score. Standing up. Over to third for Ella Brannick.
Number 3, Bella Jones.
It brings up the number 6 hitter, Bella Jones, with a runner on third. 1-0 lead for the Cougars here in the second. Nice shot right up the middle for Brannick. Weevil rocks, fires, goes inside, slow roller third base side and foul. Bella Jones at the plate for the Cougars with a runner on third, one in so far in this bottom half of the second inning. Opposite way, line drive into the outfield and right. It's off the glove of Vernon in right field, and a run will score. Brannick from third, an RBI single for Bella Jones going the opposite way. And it brings up Winner Dixon as Brannick comes in to score and make it 2-0. Weevil rocks and fires. First pitch of the at-bat is a strike to Dixon. Weevil will wipe the dirt off the back of the rubber. Now stands on the third base side, the 0-1. Slow roller, fair to foul on the third base side. Two runs are in here in the bottom half of the second inning. A single for Lainey Reb started things, an infield single. And a single ran up the middle for Ella Brannick. And an error in center field scored a run. An RBI single for Bella Jones. Roller down the third base side, foul. For the number 7 hitter, Winner Dixon. Behind the dish for the Cougars. Runner on first base is Jones after the RBI single. Here's the 0-2 pitch, right down the middle. High fly ball, left field. Tucker makes the catch for BCS. One down. Jones remains at first base, and it brings up Emma Rumley. Rumley hitting .500, a triple, 2 hits on the season, 3 RBIs, the DH today. Slow roller to third base, cleanly fielded by jump throw to first is right at the glove for the out. Jones, though, is going to sneak over to third. Here's the tag, safe. Good base running by Jones. Got right under the tag. Good throw by jump to Parsons. Parsons steps off, notices that Jones is heading to third. So 2 down after the play. But a runner on third base, Jones, for the number 9 hitter, Macy Hunley, in left field from the right side. Crouch stance right down the plate at the belt buckle for a strike.
Now batting number 16, Macy Hunley.
I'll tell you what, Baker don't play behind the plate. She stood right up after that throw and almost fired a missile over to jump at third. Jones with just a 2-step lead. Weevil rocks and fires down the plate, opposite way. It hangs, it drops just by the second baseman. A run will score. An RBI single for Macy Hunley. As Jones comes in to score from third, a 3-0 lead.
Number 10, Chloe Sue Ferguson.
A single to start things off in this half inning. In the second by Lainey Reb. A single for Brannick scored a run. An RBI single for Bella Jones and an RBI single for Macy Hunley. And back to the top of the order for Chloe Ferguson. 3-0 lead for the Cougars here in the bottom half of the second inning. Back in the box is the leadoff hitter, Ferguson. Before rocks, fires, delivers on the run is Hunley. The throw goes wide to second base. So Hunley will sprint over to third, standing up. And the throw from the catcher, Baker, just to the wide side, second base side. Now the shortstop covering, Southern. 1-1 count, 2 down. With the leadoff hitter Ferguson at the plate. RBI single for Bella Jones, an RBI single for Macy Hunley. A single and a run coming in to score from Ella Brannick in center field, as that's a strike on the outside to Ferguson, and a 1-2 count. So 3 runs in here in the bottom half of the second inning for AGP, who struck out 5 of the 6 batters she's faced so far in this contest. Here's the 1-2, spins inside, just getting a piece is Ferguson, the foul tip. Keep it 1-2. First hits of the game coming here in the bottom half of the second inning. A barrage from the offense of Rockingham County, looking to keep it going. Runner on third is Hundley. Here's the 1-2, fouled straight back by Ferguson. Keep it right there yet again, 1-2. Good at bat for Ferguson. Trying to readjust from the right side. Smith shades towards second, or first base at second. Rest of the defense straight away. With a runner on third and 2 outs. Inside, down the line, into the glove of the third baseman. Jump throw to first is not in time. An infield single for Chloe Ferguson drives in a run. And a 4-0 lead for the Cougars. I'll bring up Cam Wynett. First pitch from Weevil is fouled back.
Now batting number 11, Cameron Wynett.
Wynett, the number 2 hitter. Two down, 4-0 lead for Rockingham County, bottom half the second inning. Low and in the dirt, here's a throw from Baker down to second, sliding head first, and in safely is Ferguson with a stolen base. So a runner in scoring position now for the quote-unquote veteran, Cam Wynett, the starter from last season. From the right side, here's the pitch from Weevil. Cuts it inside for a ball. And a 2-1 count. 2 down, 4 runs in here in the bottom half of the second inning. Ferguson at second in the dirt. Good scoop by Baker. Keeps her right there on the low inside pitch to Wynett. 3-1 to the number 2 hitter who struck out in her first at bat. From the right side, Weevil looks to the wristband. From the right side, Roxon fires, popped up, foul territory and on a play. First base side. Runner on second base is Ferguson, an RBI single and a stolen base. 2 outs, 4 runs in here in the bottom half of the second. In the dirt, another scoop by Baker. It's a walk. Wynett draws it and will head to first base. Runners on first and second as the Cougars will bat through the order here in the second. It'll be Ava Grace Pruitt rounded out to second base in her first at bat. First pitch of the at-bat from Weevil. Just misses inside, 1-0. Last year, AGP hitting .418 with 2 home runs, 1 big one against Crest in the regional finals. Outside corner, heading down to third. Head first slide by Fergie. There, that is number 2. As she swipes third. 2 stolen bases in this half inning. It's a double steal up to second base. Is Wynett. So runners at second and third for Ava Grace Pruitt, the 1-1. Another scoop in the dirt by Baker. On a low inside pitch. Hitters count 2-1. .465 on base percentage. 23 RBIs last year for Pruitt. Inside cut. Nice pitch. For a strike, 2-2. Runners on second and third. 2 steals for Ferguson. Puts her at third. Wynett with the steal after a walk at second base. Ferguson with an RBI single. 3 RBI singles and a run scored on an error on a single by Ella Brannick. Here's They're scoring for the Cougars, looking to add a couple more. With 2 down, a 2-2 count. Runners on second and third. As Weevil heads back inside the circle. The 2-2 bounces in front of the plate, holding it there is Baker. Man, she's a tough catcher. It might be 4-0, but it could easily be 6-8-0 if she let those sail past. Full count. 2 down, runners on second and third. Here's the payoff from Weevil. Inside check, swing, strike 3. The Cougars score 4 runs, 3 earned. On 4 hits, no error, or 1 error, 2 left on base. We head to the third inning, 4-0 Rockingham County here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Great second inning for the Cougars. It started with the Laney Reb infield single, and a single from Ella Brannick and an error in center field scored Reb. An RBI single from Bella Jones would score Brannick. Bella Jones would score on an RBI single from Macy Huntley at the bottom of the order. And then an RBI single at the top from Chloe Ferguson. 2 stolen bases got her to third. A drawn walk by Cam Wynett at runners on second and third. So AGP will go back to work inside the circle with a 4-0 lead. No hits given up so far. 6 batters faced, 5 strikeouts. What started as a beautiful sunshiny day is become dark, cloud covered as the sun drops here in Wentworth.
Now batting number 30, Ava Vernon.
Last year, this Cougars team 17-1 at home. 44-5 at home over the last 5 seasons. As we start the third, it'll be 7, 8, 9 due up for Bethany inside. Cheese for strike. Cut on and missed by the number 7 hitter, Ava Vernon. Cadence Parsons and Becca Price due up for Bethany. From the left side for Vernon. Facing the righty, Ava Grace Pruitt slips out of the hands and rolls to home plate. Brannick plays even with the bag, right next to it at third. Jones will take a few steps in at short, facing the lefty as that one cuts away from the plate but catches it for a strike. To the lefty, 1-2. 4 runs in the bottom half of the second inning for the Cougars as we start the top half of the third. They lead it 4-0. Runner from the left side swings the bat, now holds it still. Now waggles it over the shoulder on the adjustment down the plate. Taking a poke at it, but missing is Vernon. 4 straight strikeouts now for Ava Grace Pruitt.
Number 7,
I'll bring up Cadence Parsons at first base. AGP rocks and fires, spins outside. 4 strike. Slightly crouched stance for Parsons at first base. Whew, that cuts in so bad near the hands. You almost don't know what to do with it. Good job there by Parsons to hold on. She'll take it for a ball, 1-1. Dixon sets up behind the plate. The riser swung on and missed outside. 1-2. Nobody on. Nobody out. Just in a wait. Top half of the third. 1 strikeout. Nice slider inside for strike 3. Caught her looking. 5 straight Ks in the book for number 5, and it brings up the number 9 hitter, Becca Price.
Number 23, Becca Price.
First pitch, right down the pipe. Can't catch up to it. Price down 0-1. Here's 1-2. High riser back to the fence. Got this broadcaster flinching. This metal will protect me, but it don't protect the mind. It's always telling me, move your body. It's better to be safe. The 1-1 in the dirt, low. 2 down, 2 strikeouts for HEP here in the top half of the third inning. Rockingham County leads it 4-0. 4 runs on 4 hits. In the bottom half of the second. Oh, nice. Spinner on the outside part. Cardano missed. Even count, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 offering. Spins into the plate from the outside part for strike 3. 6 straight sat down via the strikeout for Ava Grace Pruitt. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody reaches as we head to the bottom half of the third inning. 4-0 Rockingham County here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Lead in the comments, don't flinch. I can't help it. It's natural. It's as natural as the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. So the Cougars offense will return out to the field. It'll be Reb, Brannick, and Jones due up here in the third. Reb led things off of the second with a single. Back-to-back singles. Ella Brannick with a single through the hole. Scored a run on the error in center field. Bella Jones stepped up to the plate, smacked an RBI single the opposite way. Scoring at Brannick. An RBI single for Macy Hunley and an RBI single for Chloe Ferguson in that second inning. So be Reb, Brannick, and Jones due up here in the third. 4, 5, and 6 for the Cougars. Inside the circle, it's still Peyton Weevil with 3 strikeouts so far. And he squeezes the bat handle. Now back in the plate, opposite way. Fly ball to right field. It'll drop on one bounce in front of Vernon. Heading to second base is Reb. And she's in there cleanly. Back-to-back hits for Laney Reb. So Reb at second base. And the number 5 hitter, Ella Brannick, at the plate, a single. Allowed a run to score in the second. Reb takes a secondary look. Baker was ready to fire to third. But she'll hold it. And Reb will stand on second base. Right side for Brannick. In the dirt, off the glove of Baker. In the air, hangs there, and Reb will slide into third. Runner at third base for Brannick from the right side. We'll have a time on the field. Now we'll reset. 2-0 to Brannick. Weevil rocks and fires outside. Nice frame job by Baker, catching it just above the knees, bringing it back in. Looked good, but that just helps that much more. As the catcher looks into the dugout for the pitch call. Weevil will look to the wristband with a runner on third base. Here's the 2-1 to Brannick, opposite way, down the line, and right on a drop, a base hit. Run will score, easily jogging in is Reb from third. The ball is loose. It rolls all the way to the shortstop, Southern. Nobody covering second base, so Brannick up to second.
Bella Jones.
And brings up Bella Jones, an RBI single in the second. Now a 5-0 lead for the Cougars. Here's Jones, the shortstop. Runner on second base is Brannick. 2 singles for Brannick, and RBI. Opposite way, line drive to third. It's off the glove of Jump. Picked up by Southard, but easily there is Jones with no throw. What a line drive to third. Back-to-back hits for the Cougars here to start the third. It brings up Winter Dixon, who flew out to deep left field in her first at-bat in the second. Ground ball chopper fouled on the third base side. Nobody out, back-to-back hits. A Reb double. She came in to score on the RBI single from Ella Brannick. And Bella Jones with a line drive single off the glove of Jump. So runners on first and second with a 5-run lead for the Cougars in the dirt, scooped up by Baker. Inside to Dixon. Dixon hitting .250 on the year coming into today. In 2 games, the 1-1 is off the end of the bat, foul. Slow roller behind the backstop, third base side. One run in here in the bottom half of the third inning, a 5-0 lead. Runners on first and second. Nobody down for Winter Dixon, the number 7 hitter. Here's a 1-2 from Weevil. Goes after it. Caught on and missed in the dirt, scooped up by Baker. Tangs the batter for the out. 1 down, it brings up Emma Rumley. Grounded out to third in her first at-bat. 3 RBIs on the season for the DH from the right side. Holds the elbow close to the batter's mask and fouls that one away. Rumley with 2 big hits against Northern Guilford in the 11-0 win to open up the season for the Cougars. Here's the 0-1 from Weevil, right down the plate, line drive at short over the glove of the shortstop Southern and in the outfield. Rounding third is Brannick. She'll come in to score. Over to third is Jones. Up at second is Emma Rumley. Another run on the board, 6-0 Rockingham County.
Now batting number 16, Macy Hunley.
Brings up Macy Hunley. First pitch from Weevil is inside and fouled straight back. Hunley with an RBI single in the second, part of that 4-run second inning. The 0-1, ripped, drops in left field, a base hit. Jones will score from third. Rounding third is Rumley. The throw into second, not in time as Rumley crosses the plate at home. 2 runs in, the 2 RBI double for Macy Hunley. Makes it 8-0 Cougars with 1 down.
Pitch hitting number 12, Abby Lipscomb.
So we have Abby Lipscomb bat at the top for Chloe Ferguson from the right side. First pitch is high. Playing the cat and mouse game is only at second base. Baker walked down the third base line. Was ready to fire, but back to second base is Hunley. Lipscomb at the plate, pitch hitting at the top for Chloe Ferguson. Again, a secondary lead after the pitch goes back to Weevil. Looking to steal at third is Hunley, and she's tagged out. So 2 down. Pitch is an inside screwball. The 2-2 slow roller to second base. Smith fields cleanly, throws to Parsons for the out. Not before the damage is done. 4 runs on the board. An RBI, a double for Laney Reb, an RBI for Ella Brannick on the single. A single for Bella Jones. 3 straight hits to start the inning. An RBI double for Emma Rumley and a 2 RBI double for Macy Hunley. 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. And nobody left on base. We head to the 4th inning. 8-0 lead for Rockingham County. You're on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. New catcher.
Spot 18 for 9. And the 9 spot 13 for 60.
So Annabelle Lovelace will come in at catcher for Winter Dixon here in the 4th.
Now batting number 19, Olivia Baker.
It's the top of the order due up for BCS. Olivia Baker, Maddie Southard, and Peyton Weevil.
Cougars, number 18, Annabelle Lovelace. Now playing left field, number 13, Robin Moore.
Rylan Moore in left field for Macy Humley. First pitch of the at-bat from Ava Grace Pruitt, right down the plate. No way you can catch up to it, though, for even a swing. 0-1. 6 straight strikeouts for AGP. 8 in the ballgame. Through 3 innings of work. Just missing the outside part of the plate. Even count, 1-1. Lovely sets up inside. High pop, foul. Protect your head. Got to protect the melon when the sky's up there and you think it's coming towards you. There might not be anything in the melon but some seeds, but you got to protect it. 1-2. Here's the pitch to the leadoff hitter, Baker. Cut on and missed. 7 straight sat down via the strikeout for AGP. I'll bring up Maddie Southern, who struck out looking in the first. Here's the pitch, starts outside and works its way low inside to Southern, the Ferrum commit, the junior. Showing great defensive skills at her time at BCS and in this game even. Inside, opposite way, it'll drop in right field right in front of Rakestraw for a base hit. Breaks up a run of 7 straight strikeouts.
Now batting number 10.
It's the first hit of the game for BCS as it brings up the number 3 hitter, Peyton Weevil. Hitting over 500 heading into today from the right side. Lead foot on the edge of first base for Southern as that one spins in. Just low. 1-0 for Weevil. Here's the 1-0 offering. Down the plate at the knees for strike. Even count 1-1. Here's the 1-1 down the plate. High pop up to short. Bella Jones at the cut of the grass will take 2 steps into the dirt and make the catch for the out. And 2 down just like that after the single. I'll bring up the number 4 hitter, Shelby Jump. First pitch is a bunt attempt. It's over the bunt attempt. Throw down to second. It's a strike, but safe at second base is Southern with a stolen base. Fun story. Coach Murphy of BCS was telling me before the game. Coach Murphy and his first base coach, Amy Jump. He coached her, the mother of Shelby Jump, who's at the plate. Is that one is outside? Said, yeah, coached her at Northeastern Middle School. And now the chance to coach Shelby here at BCS. That's cool. That's the difference in coaching. It doesn't just span a season, it spans generations. Here's the 1-1. Good pitch, spins away on the corner of the plate. 1-2. Shelby Jump takes it outside, looking for strike 3. Two strikeouts in the half inning. 10 now for Ava Grace Pruitt. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on base. 8-0 your score here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Will you sing the, whatever it is, the 4th inning stretch? Ava Grace Pruitt through the 2nd, 3rd, and the start of the 4th sat down 7 straight via the strikeout. She's got 10 on the evening. The Cougars offense waking up in the 2nd and the 3rd, 4 runs apiece in each half frame, and now back offensively. That'll be 2, 3, and 4, 2 up for Rockingham County here in the 4th. Cam Wynett, Ava Grace Pruitt, and Lady Reb. Slow roller by Wynett. The throw is high to Parsons in on the air. Moving up to second base is Wynett. Brings up Ava Grace Pruitt.
Ava Grace Pruitt.
So runner in scoring position for AGP. Now ground out in a strikeout at the plate in this one. On the right side, bunt attempt. Beautiful bunt, just spins foul. Even with the plate. Trying to squirt it down the third base line and move. Wynett. Over to third base. Here's the offering from Weevil. Just getting a piece. Fouled off for Pruitt. 0-2. Pruitt back in on the right side. Rests the bat, now lifts it up and the elbow as she takes the one outside. 1-2. 4 runs in the bottom half of the second. 4 runs in the bottom half of the third. Bottom half of the fourth. And a runner on second base. Nobody out. For Ava Grace Pruitt. Slow roller. Foul. Third base side. Keeping the at-bat alive is the number 3 hitter for your Cougars. Peyton Weevil sets and delivers. Nice pitch. Frame it on the corner for strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Weevil. Brings up Laney Rebb from the right side. Rebb a single and a double in this one. Runner on second base, one down. First pitch is a strike at the waist.
Number 19, Laney Rebb.
Peyton Weevil's going to do some good things at Avery. You can tell she's committed to the game. Loves to be out there inside the circle. Can't wait to follow that and the rest of her senior campaign here with BCS as that one is outside. Even count, 1-1 for Laney Rebb. Excited to be back to the softball diamond. They're missing last year. Runner on second base is winded after the error on the throw to first base from the third baseman. She advanced to second the first at-bat of this half inning. A strikeout for Ava Grace Pruitt. One down, runner on second for Rebb. Ground ball to second base, fielded cleanly by Smith. Oh, no, it's off the glove. Picked up by the shortstop, Southern. And safely at first is Rebb. Wynant moves over to third. So runners at the corners for Brannick, a single. A run scored on that single. She laced it into center on the ground. On the air in the center fielder, Price, a run came in to score. That was in the first inning, an RBI single in the third for Brannick. Prime time now with runners at the corners. And one down here in the bottom half of the fourth. Down the plate. Baker hangs on the knees after catching the pitch and taking it standing up. Will be Rebb at second. So take away the DP. Runners in scoring position for Brannick. Runners at second and third. 8-0 lead. Catches the outside part of the plate. Does Weevil. Nice toss. 1-2. Brannick will call timeout at home plate. Looks like some dirt blew up into her face. She's able to wipe it away. Now back in. Here's 1-2. Slow roller. Again foul. Just caught enough. On the low pitch inside. In foul territory. Now back to the plate. Front of the box for the righty Brannick. With runners on second and third. A 1-2 count. One down. Here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Weevil rocks and fires. Outside. High. Even it up for Brannick. 2-2. Rebb stands at second base. Winded at third. Brannick at the front of the box on the right side. A 2-2 offering from Weevil. High pop-up. Right field off the end of the bat. Hustling in, trying to make a play. Diving is the second baseman, Smith, to make the catch. Tagging up his Wynant, she'll score from third. So a sacrifice for Brannick. And brings up Bella Jones and makes it 9-0 Rockingham County. So 2 down for Jones with a runner on third. Fouled straight back. Nobody hurt. That's the closest one has come to me this season. Second pitch of the at-bat is low and inside. Weevil looks to the wristband. Offers the 1-1. Catches it inside. One and two down. Runner on third is Reb. One run is in here in this half inning, the bottom half of the fourth. Here's a pitch to Jones. Way away. Even up 2-2. Bella Jones, an RBI single in the second. A single on a line drive shot to third in the third inning. The 2-2 offering. Way to lay off that one. Down the plate but low. Just skips off a home plate into the glove of Baker behind the dish. Full count 3-2. The righty Weevil goes outside. And Bella takes all the way for the walk.
Number 18, Annabelle Loveless.
So runners at the corners, one run in on a sacrifice RBI for Ella Brannick, her second RBI of the game. Here's Coach David Murphy will make his way inside the circle to talk with Weevil. We'll see if we have a change here. Really enjoyed talking to Coach Murphy before the game. Tell one of those veteran coaches that loves what he does. Looks like he might make a change here. As we await the first at-bat of the game for Annabelle Lovelace, who entered in the fourth at catcher for Winter Dixon. One run in here in the bottom half of the fourth inning, a 9-0 lead for the Cougars. 4 runs in the second, 4 in the third, but the story, 10 strikeouts inside the circle for Ava Grace Pruitt. Entered today with 28 strikeouts in 2 starts. So now 2 away from 40 in just 3 starts. Here's the pitch to Lovelace, high and outside. Weevil will stay inside the circle for BCS. Two down for the Cougars. Weevil, the Averett commit, fires outside. Jones thinks about it at first, but will hold up. Well, Jones at first after drawing a walk. Reb stands at third. 2 down for Lovelace. Crouch stance from the right side, right down the plate. Slow roller to third, fielded by Jump. The throw to first is in the dirt, but a good pick at first by Parsons for the out. The Cougars score 1 run on 0 hits. 2 errors and 2 left on base. We head to the 5th, a 9-0 lead for Rockingham County here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com.
I should have gone to second because he could have been pinned. When I saw the ball thrown, I went to third. I should have gone to second. He did. We both did. I saw he did. I dropped it.
But after it was overthrown, he didn't even try to get second if it had been overthrown. But don't play like that. That's routine. You got to at least make an effort. I mean, you can't call it out from deep shortstop.
I could have.
I've seen enough. This is going to be, well, I got that one more time. I'm going to call it.
John Russell said that. John Russell said Richard Sisk said he was a submariner because he makes calls from deep sea.
Yeah. I get on him about it too. I don't know how old you are and how veteran you are. You still have to make an effort to get in a better position.
You've been proud of Matthew last night.
Really.
Ava Grace Pruitt works inside the circle for 5th inning. 7 straight strikeouts from the start of the second to the first out in the fourth. 10 total. Had 2 strikeouts in the first, started with back-to-back. And 2 strikeouts in the fourth. 7th consecutive. Sat down 3 straight in the second and 3 straight in the third via the strikeout. Just one hit for BCS. That came in the fourth. A single by Maddie Southern.
Ashlyn Tucker.
It'll be 5, 6, and 7 to up for Bethany Community. Ashlyn Tucker, Ava Smith, and Ava Vernon. The 3-1 Wolves with wins over BY, 2 wins over Moorhead. And dropping a season opener 7-0 to McMichael. First pitch to Tucker. Bunt attempt is pulled back. Hits the backstop. On the low inside cutter. 1-0. How about the bomb squad last night against Bartlett Yancey? Cora Engel with 2 home runs. Lindsay Redmond with another one on the season. Here's 1-0. Fastball for a strike. It's starting to build as one of the best softball conferences in the state with these Cougars. McMichael ranked number 15 in the state by high school overtime as that one's high and tight. And Walkertown, good pitching. If their hitting can develop, they'll definitely be a contender as well in the 3A alongside McMichael. Here's the 2-1. Nice fastball inside. All you can do is let the hands loose and hope you make contact. That's a strike, though. 2-2. 2-2 offering to Tucker. Slider inside for strike 3. Another caught-looking strikeout. This one to start the 5th, number 11 in the game for Ava Grace Pruitt. And it brings up Ava Smith, who struck out swinging in the 2nd. From the left side for 0-0. Back of the box. She takes for a ball 1-0. Outside for strike. Smith out of the box to reset. A 1-1 count. Here's 1-1. Cut on and missed, tailing away from the lefty for strike 2. That's just unfair. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside, left a little bit off on the change. Early on the swing is Smith for strike 3. Number 12 of the game for Ava Grace Pruitt. And that's number 40 on the season.
Now batting, number 14.
And 3 starts. We'll bring up Kaylee Gainey. The slider away in the dirt. Good scoop by Lovelace behind the plate. 1-0. Came into today with 28 strikeouts on the season. The 1-0. Late swing. Getting that slider outside. Starts middle and just works its way off the plate, but catches just enough. Even count 1-1. Whips away off the plate. AGP just a bit upset she didn't control that one. It's all right, though. You got 12 strikeouts. Reset. 2-1. Gainey from the left side, the 2-1 pitch. Nice attempt by Lovelace to catch the corner there with the framework behind the plate. 3-1. Nobody on, 2 outs. Top half of the 5th inning, a 9-0 lead for the Cougars. The check swing holding up all the way is Gainey, and she'll head to first base for the walk.
Batting number 7, Cadence Parsons.
I'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Cadence Parsons, who struck out looking in the 3rd. First walk of the game issued by Ava Grace Pruitt. But it's Gainey at first base with 2 down here at the top of the 5th. Parsons 2 for 13 heading into today as that one's inside. 1-2. You just can't do anything with that. Your hands can't move that fast. Same spot. Strike 3 at the waist inside. Strikeout number 13. No runs on no hits. No errors. 1 left on base. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. 9-0 Rockingham County here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Four runs in the second for the Lady Cougars, 4 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 more to end this one here in the 5th. They lead at 9-0. Ella Brannick with a single in the second, an RBI single in the third, and a sacrifice RBI in the fourth. A single and double for Lainey Rebb in the middle of the order. Bella Jones with an RBI single. And 2 for 2 at the plate with a walk. An RBI double for Emma Rumley. In the third inning, a 2 RBI double for Macy Hunley. Right, here comes Emma Rumley at the plate. It'll be 8-9 and back to the top for Abby Lipscomb. But first, it's Rumley. Big RBI double in the third. Peyton Weevil returns inside the circle for BCS. Line drive opposite way. It's over the glove of the second baseman Smith to start things off for the Cougars. Rounding at first, Rumley will hold there. The throw is errant to third, though scooped up by Jump.
Number 13, Rylan Moore.
Brings up Rylan Moore, who entered in the fourth defensively for Rockingham County for Macy Hunley in left. She'll get her first at bat. Here in the 5th. 10 hits so far for the Cougars offense. Inside for strike. Just below the letters, 0-1. Rumley stands at first after the single. Line drive down the line, left field, and foul. Moore caught the bat there. Oh, 2. Runner at first is Rumley after the single to start off the 5th. Off the end of the bat in the outfield in left center. It'll drop for a base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Cougars. Rylan Moore at first. Emma Rumley at second. And Abby Lipscomb at the plate. Here in the 5th. Peyton Weevil's offering high, inside. 1-0. Straight up stance for Lipscomb as that one is way off the plate. For Weevil to the righty. 2-0. Some practice hacks for Lipscomb, who entered in the third, grounded out to second base in her first at bat. Straight up from the right side with runners on first and second. Good take outside, just above the belt. 3-0. Cam Winan on deck for your Cougars. The 3-0 is in the dirt. Back to the backstop. Baker will walk towards it. Up to second and third. are Rumley and Moore, and the bases are loaded. Cam Wynett hit that big home run against Piedmont in the playoffs last year. One of the returning starters for the Cougars. Strikeout in the first, a walk in the second as she takes there for a strike with the bases loaded. The hit ends the game for Cam. Weevil rocks and fires. It's low and inside. Nice pitch, but good job by Wynett to lay off. It started down the plate just below the kneecap and cut inside off the plate. Even it up 1-1. Bases loaded for the Cougars. A 1-1 check swing outside pitch. And the appeal from the home plate umpire goes to the shortstop infield umpire. It's called a strike. 1-2. Weevil rocks and fires. Ground ball through the hole at short. Rumley will score. Sliding in safely. Another run. Ball is loose. And another one will score 11-0. As that ends the game. Two RBI single ends it by Cam Wynett. An 11-0 win for the Cougars here in the home opener of the 2026 season. It moves their record to 2-1. Bethany falls to 3-2 on the season. Two RBI singles scores Rumley and Moore. An 11-0 game. Four runs in the second for the Cougars offense, 4 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. Inside the circle, Ava Grace Pruitt, darn near perfect, just one hit given up. That surrendered to Maddie Southard in the fourth with 13 strikeouts. It started in the first with back-to-back strikeouts of Baker and Southard, a fly out to left field. Then in the second, a strikeout swinging of Jump caught Tucker looking, and a strikeout swinging for Smith. In the third, a strikeout swinging for Vernon caught Parsons looking, and Price swinging and missing. Then at the top of the fourth, a strikeout of Olivia Baker. The single by Southern broke up 7 straight strikeouts. A pop fly to shortstop for Weevil, and a strikeout looking in the fourth of Shelby Jump. And then in the fifth inning, back-to-back strikeouts to start things, a walk, and then a strikeout of Cannon's Parsons for 13 strikeouts for Ava Grace Pruitt. Through 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no earned, 1 walk, and 13 strikeouts. That puts her total on the season to 41 strikeouts in 3 starts. So we'll be back on the airwaves. We'll miss tomorrow's baseball and softball action as we get ready for the basketball state championship game. Reedsville taking on Salisbury. We'll have all the action starting with your pregame show at 7 o'clock. The whole team is there. Hatley, Ramey, and Dexter. We might even see DW. I don't know. He might come out from somewhere. And we'll bring you the action as the Hornets face the Rams. The Rams looking to make it 3 straight state championships. We'll have the call for you starting at 7:30. Your pregame show brought to you by Penrose Car Wash, Cooler Ice, and Tri-State Steel gets underway at 7 o'clock. Thanks for listening in to Rockingham County Cougars softball. 4 runs in the second, 4 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. 13 strikeouts for Ava Grace Pruitt. 11-0 final here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Take care, everybody.